I got glasses on, guys. I'm sorry, because my eyes doing like a weird twitchy thing, and then the light from the day is messing with my eyes. So yeah, sorry about that. Hey guys, welcome to another Houston Hobbies, a finance show where I talk about money and hustling and mindsets for hustling, because let's face it, everything starts with the mind. Today I want to talk about my Dodge Grand Caravan, 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan. It's been a year, almost to the date, since I've bought it, and I wanted to give a year-long update as to like how it was like to own this car, and so far 1 year in, and I've been beating the crap out of this thing. I've put like something over 40,000 miles on it in a year, just from like the odd jobs, and my job takes up the bulk of that, where I bounce back and forth between casinos, banks, and supermarkets to fix currency handling things. You can go to tdnmoney.com if you need any currency handling solutions. There's my shameless plug for my job. Anyway, the 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan is when I bought it, it was in its 9th model year. So it's been around for a long time. And it's one of those shapes that are very ubiquitous and very common sight on the road. I told you this before, because this is because of this, the car is extremely easy to insure. The car is extremely easy and cheap to purchase. If you don't care about if you don't care about like fun driving, like if you like to have a manual in your hand and a clutch pedal and you're doing all that cool stuff, this car ain't for you. But what this car is going to do is it's going to hold, it's going to hold 35 sheets of drywall. It's one of those type of cars. This car will help your friend move out of his apartment. So I mean, in that respect, briefly, it's a great car for its versatility and its cheapness to own and run. I haven't had any problems with it outside of a cigarette lighter fuse blowing. And that might have been my fault, because I was trying to run one of those power inverters full time, and I guess the power inverter, the little fans that come in those power inverters, the fan began to labor, and I heard it, but I blew a fuse anyway. So that's the only thing that I have that's like genuinely broken on this car. When I first bought this car, I noticed a little bit of like jutteriness with the transmission, and that's just under like stop and go traffic. But that just seems to be a normal thing with these 6-speed. So besides that, there hasn't been any problems, so to speak. Like I mean, like I said, I told you earlier, this car is in its 9th model year as of 2017, and they're still making it, oddly enough. But there's certain things that I don't have. Like I don't have rattles. Like I used to have that in my 2013 Dodge Charger V6. I have no rattles. I have no real issues. It just does what it does. It's very nice on the interior. It's extremely reliable. So far, this car has been to Virginia. It's been to Bradford, PA. And like I said, it's been everywhere and beyond. I think I took it to Schenectady, New York when I went, or did I rent a car? I can't remember. But anyway, it's been pretty far. It's got its stripes. It has no ticks or weird things. Right now I have about 57,000 miles on this car. So yeah, like real quick, wanted to give you that update. I have some future videos coming up. I'm going to talk about I don't have a lot of information on the 1 year update of pretty much a new car, so sorry. I'll just tell you about my next videos. So I'm doing Rapify. Rapify is basically an ad service that they wrap your car and you drive around with some advertisement on your car, and it pays between $200 and $400 a month. Thought that was a good way to just drum up a couple of extra bucks. Also, me and the missus, or soon to be missus, we got 7 days. Oh my God, like the ring number. 7 days. We got 7 days until we get married, and I really want to get into like the brass tacks about the wedding, like, you know, in the true sacrifices that we had to you know, overcome. Like, we have a small wedding, you know, it's actually less than 13 people, so it's one of those things where, you know, sacrifices had to be made with family. Like, it's this weird, like, it's just a weird hierarchy. Like, you have to decide what family you want the most there. It's like, no, it's not that. It's terrible. But yeah, we went a couple of different ways on selling. On selling. We went a couple different ways on like cheapening up for the wedding, and it was really like a thing of beauty. I'm talking all in with 3 rings. The entire ceremony, including suits, tips, we're going to be something under $8,000, and that includes almost a $4,000 ring. I think it was over $4,000, $4,200. But, you know, thanks to a lot of cost-cutting techniques, help from her parents, like, you know, the normal things, we're going to be, you know, with the... That light is terrible. Sorry, guys. We're going to be with a decent wedding, you know, for under $8,000. You know, super bargain basement, super duper 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 cheap. And you know what? I'm going to say under $9,000 with the honeymoon included, because all I did was rent a couple of hotel rooms and I'm balling. Rent a hotel room over at Oceans Club, Atlantic City. Just gonna go party down there, maybe go down to Harrah's, and sorry for the sun glare, guys. You know, maybe go down to Harrah's. That did nothing. Oh well. Anyway, I gotta end this video anyway. 7 minutes long. Thanks for listening, guys. Take it easy.